can you start with your introduction, excluding your name?
Okay, sir. I come from Nanded district of Maharashtra. I completed my 10th standard and 12th standard studies in Nanded, and I completed my graduate studies in Pune from College of Engineering, Pune, in mechanical engineering in 2018. From then on, I'm preparing for government examinations like UPSC Civil Services examinations, Maharashtra Public Service Commission examinations, Staff Selection Commission examinations, and IB examination. I like to read and write. Uh, I like to read and write poetry and short stories as well. And I like to imagine things that other people will find difficult to imagine.
Okay,
So
that's good.
fiction I'm very interested in.
Okay. Do you follow any author?
No, I have not written yet. But while authors, I follow famous Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling. I follow Jeffrey Archer, and in the fantasy section, I follow Joe Abercrombie and Brandon Sanderson.
Okay, that's very nice. So, what do you think? What are your perspective with respect to this job?
So my perspective is this job gives me a platform with which I can contribute to national security. So by national security, I mean prevention of crime.
Okay.
One bomb or one crime has heinous effects on the minds, and I want to prevent that. If in prevention, if I succeed, good. If I don't succeed, I would like to limit the casualties to the minimum and damage to the minimum, so that there will be some contribution of me as a person to the society. And I truly believe what J.R.R. Tolkien said in Lord of the Rings, that there is a little good in this world and it is worth fighting for.
Okay, that's nice.
इसके साथ ही साथ फ्रेंड्स आप इस बुक को ले सकते हो जो आप सभी के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल होगी, स्पेशली इंटरव्यू के लिए आपके। इसमें आपको 100+ इंटरव्यू से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आंसर मिल जाएंगे जिनको आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो, जो कि आपके एग्जाम में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पूछे जाने के चांसेस है। आपके इंटरव्यू में मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ये क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं। ऐसे सारे क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे आपको एक सीरीज मिल जाएगी क्वेश्चन की। साथ ही साथ यहाँ पे आपको करंट और सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स भी मिलेंगे इसी बुक में। आपको अलग से कुछ प्रिपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है। सारे जितने भी रिसेंट करंट एंड सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड इश्यूज है वो सारे के सारे इस बुक में कवर किए गए हैं। साथ ही साथ जो है आपको ये लोएस्ट कॉस्ट में आपको ये बुक मिल जाएगी। एडिशनल आपको 30% डिस्काउंट भी मिल जाएगा। तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में दोस्तों लिंक दिया गया है, वहाँ से जाके आप इस बुक को ले सकते हो और अपनी प्रिपरेशन को और बेहतर तरीके से कर सकते हो। राइट फ्रेंड्स?
Are you aware of what are the features of POSCO Act? Are you aware of POSCO Act?
POSCO Act. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Prevention of Children from Sexual Offences Act.
Yeah.
I do not know the year in which it was passed, but it has been being strengthened again and again, so that the kids who have been sexually offended can demand justice at any stage in their life. And it is rampant not only in cities, as we say, in slums and all, but in villages as well. The family, friends and all, it is rampant, and it should
Okay.
be dealt with strict examples, so that the image stays of the justice being done, and justice to be seen being done. And the image should stay like the image for rape victims is being made an example of. For example, hanging, or just if not death, if not capital punishment, then life imprisonment. Life imprisonment is worse than capital punishment, because it takes so much time. Capital punishment is like over in a time, but life imprisonment, I believe that it should be dealt very harshly, and that should be done.
Okay. Can you elaborate what are the after effects of terrorist activity like terrorism in India? What are the issues arising after that kind of activities?
The issues arising after terrorist activities are as follows, sir. The first one is lack of trust in judgment, a lack of trust in government. The government is there to keep the watch, and if there is a terrorist act conducted on their watch, means they have failed. And that way, it is the first and foremost is lack of trust in judgment. Second is the deep mistrust, the deep wrong being done to the families of the suffered victims, because the bullet does not differentiate does not differentiate according to the caste or religion. It hurts everyone the same. After these two, the social unrest, social unrest that encapsulates everyone in the society. For example, if there is some bomb blast in one corner of the country, the entire country gets on vigil. So that sense of insecurity is the worst that a citizen has to face in his own country. And that too arises from the first thing, that is the mistrust in the vigilance of government, because that is what government is there for.
Okay, that's good. Are you aware of what are the functions of ED in India? Enforcement Directorate.
Yes, sir. Enforcement Directorate is an agency under Ministry of Finance which targets money laundering and deals with the repercussions of a financial scam, or say any financial harm being done, or for example, if someone is caught in a corruption scandal, then Enforcement Directorate sweeps all the records, freezes the money, and it is basically the final nail in the coffin of any criminal. Because after once Enforcement Directorate gets you, then it will be difficult to exist. You will have to change your identity, or you will have to suffer the punishment. And suffering the punishment is hard, because the criminal might be rich enough to have money to spend his life even after the punishment, but the loss in prestige, that is the biggest loss Enforcement Directorate gives that person.
Okay, that's nice.